Live from the base of Mount Fuji in beautiful Shizuoka, Japan, it's the Saturday Morning Stream Show with your host, Michelle.
Hi, this is Michelle with the Saturday Morning Stream Show, and today we're doing Adventures of Mana. So I don't know if you know anything about Adventures of Mana. It is a remake of the Game Boy game, Final Fantasy Adventure in America, or Seiken Densetsu in Japan. Which is the beginning of the Mana series, if you like those games, Secret of Mana, Legend of Mana, all those. There was a remake of that game done in the Game Boy Advance called Sword of Mana, and I really liked it, but a lot of people didn't, because they sort of changed the things around a lot, and you know, that kind of thing. A lot of people didn't care for it, but I actually really did like it. However, recently they came out with Adventures of Mana, which is a remake where they have gone back to the original Game Boy and remade it like the Game Boy game. So it's a much closer representation of the original Game Boy game, which has its good points and its bad points, but I think you'll find that it is a very well-made remake. So let's jump into it. And we are playing this on the Vita. This is actually a Vita TV we are using here. And, yeah, so, before we get really started here, I just wanted to say, apologies to everyone who has been waiting patiently for me to do another stream. November is the month of chaos for me at my work. It's one of the busiest times of the year with the end of the year exams coming up, and, which they're now finished. And all the grading for that, and then we also have my yearly conference that I have to go to, and this year I was on the committee for the yearly conference, which means I had to help plan it, which meant a lot of business trips and things like that, and then a lot of other events and things that people organize during this time period. So November's just a really busy month, and unfortunately I wasn't able to do streams. But now we're back and we're going to do some streams. So let's just go ahead and start up a new game here, because why not? I have not played very far into this game yet anyway, so it doesn't really matter if I do a new game or not. So, basically you're finding out about the Dark Lord, Glaive, Domination. The Tree of Mana is really strong and powerful. God has created it, all that kind of thing. So here are the main characters, hero and heroine. Or hero and heroine, that doesn't really never made sense to me. I know people say it heroine, but you don't say hero for the other one. You don't say hero and heroine. So why would you say hero and heroine? That just talks about, that's just talking about a drug. Okay, so I'm going to change their names. A interesting sort of personal, not really personal, but oops. An interesting fact about this game. I always, oh, that's the wrong. Forget, how do you? I don't remember how. Oh, why is it circled to select? This is an American game, and it's an American... That's odd. This is not a Japanese Vita TV that I'm playing on. This is an American one. So why is circle and X switched? That was very strange. But anyway. I always name the hero Mana. Sorry, I did that backwards. Okay, let's try this one more time. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. Oh boy. Yes, in Shrine Top Mount Illusia, there's a pig tree, energy, legends, death and destruction, anyone who messes with it, etc. Okay, so I always named the boy Masa and the girl Mune. I don't know why I called him Nana. Okay, also really don't know why this is switched with the circle and the X. I'll have to figure that out later. But it's very odd. I would never name a girl Fuji, just because I live at the base of Mount Fuji, and that becomes odd, because it's just odd. But then naming a girl Mune is actually a little bit odd too, if you know enough about Japanese to know why. Okay, let's go! Basically, that name can sound like I'm talking about boobs. So, yeah. Fight, you worthless dog! The Dark Lord demands blood! Oh, okay. Wow! Alright. I like how it swings here in time with the music. Oh, and I'm in corner. Ow. Boo, you giant tiger. That difficult of a boss. Masa is one of the countless gladiators indentured to the Duchy of Glaive. I thought that word was weird. Duchy. Okay, each day he and his ill-fated companions are dragged from their cells and bade to fight exotic beasts for the amusement of the Dark Lord. It's a very obvious name. My name is Dark Lord. If victorious, they are thrown back into the dungeons with just enough bread to tide them over until their next match. How sad. But a body can only take so much, and it's never long before the weary captives succumb to their cruel fates. Overly dramatic English. Don't die on me, Will! Masa, listen carefully. I'm dying. The Tree of Mana is in danger. Oh, okay. Will, we can talk about this later. Seek out Sir Bogard near the Great Waterfall. He is one of the few remaining Gamma Knights, and must be warned. He will know what to do. Gamma Knights, Tree of Mana. What are you? Will. Ugh. Will slumps to the ground. Wait, I can still talk to him. I won't forget this, Will. Maybe we'll forget this, Will. Ha 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 ha. Will you or won't you? Okay, I'm gonna get out of here now. Prisoner. His name is Prisoner, which is a convenient name considering he's a prisoner. Are you the slightest bit intrigued by what Will said? If you are, then I think I might be able to help. Okay. The gate through which the beasts enter the Colosseum leads directly outside the castle. That gate is unlocked after each match to let in the next creature. Try slipping out in the confusion after your own match. It may be your only chance for escape. Okay. odd voice there, prisoner. Who are you? Oh! I'm sorry about Will, but if I don't think of something soon, it'll be our blood on the sands. Okay, can't read. And I'm not leaving my brother alone to fend for himself. Your brother isn't even here? What are you talking about? Your brother's up playing a lute somewhere. Treasure! I found a piece of candy. We're going to explain the ring system to you now. If you go to the item that looks the icon that looks like candy, guess what? You can find candy. Select an item and press X to equip it to the item spell button. So there it is on my items. Whoa, that's neat. That's cool. I didn't know you could do that. Oh, actually, I guess it makes sense. In other mana games, you can hit treasure chests to make them go away. I guess you can do that in this game, actually. Okay, let's see here. So now I'm just making a quick note here. 1 second here. Well, that's fine, it works. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Okay, now, taking care of, iPad-related business. Let's go. Draw your blade, boy. The Dark Lord commands it. Okay. Oh, wait. It's the exact same creature I fought before. Challenge. ER, etc. Wow, you did even better this time. I guess it's now or never. I've determined that the main character has kind of a not so deep voice, because he's a fluffy guy. I don't know. Glaive Castle Moat. With no water. Where's the water? What kind of moat is this? How do you have a moat without water? I mean, I guess it's like a mountain edge, but that's not really a moat exactly. Does that count as a moat? Really, does cliffs count? Does cliffs count as a moat? There's a waterfall. I'm sure waterfalls count as moats. Do waterfalls count as moats? Oh, loading times. That must mean an event. The Dark Lord and his court mate, Julius. What are they doing here? Have you found what I seek, Julius? Yes, my lord. The Tree of Mana is indeed located within a shrine atop of a great waterfall. And how, pray tell, am I to reach this shrine? I am no fish returning upstream to spawn. Why, a miracle, of course. Do you mock me, Julius? Of course not, my lord. There is a young maiden. I have sensed her power. Ah, she will lead us to the shrine. Your visions have yet to steer me untrue. Very well, find the girl and bring her to me. As you wish, my lord. Silly voices for silly games. Who is it that dares spy on me? Time to make my exit. Let's exit somewhere now. Oh, I can't even control that. Cool. I was gonna run the other direction. You will tell my secrets to no one! Ow, ow. Welcome to World Map. I'm alive. But where am I? I still got my sword. I still got my shield. That must mean good things. And this is where the game gets good, because the music is fantastic. So, now I'll tell you a little bit about the system here. The basic system is press X to attack. There is a powered up move that can be done by waiting for 5 times eternity for this gauge to fill up. As you level up, you can actually use a stat to increase that gauge. So that I mean, not increase the gauge, but it increases speed so it moves faster. Which makes it a little bit easier to do those special attacks. But otherwise, you're just waiting around until a Lord and Savior returns, whoever that Lord and Savior may be. They're returning by the time this thing fills up. And guess what? Every time you swing, it resets to 0. So, why bother? Why bother? So, I'm gonna swipe this mushroom in the head. That tree looks different, but actually no. Okay. Ooh, look! More waterfall. So this is a remix of the original soundtrack, which I really, really love the remixes on this album. So much so that I went out and bought the CD for it. Because it's just that good. These little guys are kind of cute. I mean, they were kind of cute in the original game too, but... You can also use your... Okay, never mind. I was gonna say you could use your sword to break these little bushes, but you can't. I think you can use a different weapon to break the bushes. Yes, my friend Tom makes a good point about how, clearly Dark Lord, yes, he surely fell off this waterfall, or yes, he surely died. There is no reason to make sure of it. Treasure chest, come on! Who checks their victims to make sure they're dead? I mean, that's like something smart people do. Who would do that? I've attained the next level! Yay! Okay! Oh dear. Now I've got this thing here. Well, so in the game you have some different paths that you can go on, and I don't really remember what each one looks like the best route, or how it works. In Sword of Mana there was a whole like a flow chart where you could like advance certain ones and then open up different paths. I don't really remember how they work in the original version of the game. And I don't believe I have the strategy guide on me, which is sad, because I should. Well, Sage clearly increases. Clearly they increase different stats each way. And I'm not sure if there's really any advantage to one. But I'm going to, while I look this up to find out if there is any advantage to any one particular job or anything like that, I'd like to take a moment to point out on the screen, if you haven't noticed already, that the main characters, or not the main characters, but the jobs here, as you can see, are the images, the sprites, are, what am I trying to say? Sorry, losing my mind there. So these sprites here are actually basically the sprites from Final Fantasy 1, or at least from Final Fantasy 3, they look like. The Sage is from Final Fantasy 3, that Monk and Warrior and Mage are all from Final Fantasy 1, although they look a little bit different because they're upgraded and HDified and all that kind of thing. But, yeah. So, okay, so basically, there's not any advantage to any one class. You don't change classes or anything like that. So it's just basically a cute way of saying which stats you want to raise. Okay, so good to know that. Got that out of the way. But yeah, so one of the reasons why this remake was made was because the original version of the game on Game Boy was called Seiken Densetsu Final Fantasy Gaiden, which means side story or something like that. And there were a lot of like little tiny elements and nods to the Final Fantasy universe in the original game. And so when they did Sword of Mana, after having done, you know, the Mana series, basically they said, okay, we're going to just drop all that Final Fantasy stuff and have it take place in the universe of the rest of the Mana games, with the sort of conventions and so on. I'm gonna go ahead and pick this class here. Let's go with health is good. Intelligence and mind is good if you like the magic. I don't really care about the magic so much. To start out, let's go with warrior. Okay. So, anyway, yes. So basically, Square Enix, or Square at the time, said, let's make this kind of a Final Fantasy-ish game. And then with Sword of Mana, they said, okay, let's redo that and take all that out. And then a lot of people actually really liked those Final Fantasy elements. I'm not sure why it matters that much, but I guess they did. They just liked the style of this particular game over the remake with Sword of Mana. I thought Sword of Mana was a great game. Oh, okay. But a lot of people didn't. It was a gorgeous game. I mean, it's a really, really beautiful game. If you've never played Sword of Mana. But anyway, and Brownie Brown made it, which has just recently changed their name, but it's a famous game studio. Anyway, so with this version, they decided that they wanted to bring it back to the original Final Fantasy style and themes and so on and so forth that was in the actual Game Boy version, and also change the gameplay to be more like the original Game Boy version, which it is. I mean, it's definitely a lot more like the original Game Boy version. But one of the things that they did, as you can see, is they returned all of the Final Fantasy elements to the game. So you can get a sort of a stronger feel for how it became, how it shifted from Final Fantasy to Mana as its own series. Like you see here, the little goofy turban guy who is in most of the other Mana games started out in this game. But then you also got like chocobos and little Final Fantasy icons and stuff in this game too. So nothing beats it. I'm not even gonna do a voice for him. What say you? Sure, I'll take that. Pleasant dreams. I like pleasant dreams because they're pleasant. I want someone who says, I hate pleasant dreams. I really like bad dreams. I like nightmares. Welcome to Topple. Okay, you should not topple this village. I always thought that was a weird name for a town. Topple. Just sounds like it's gonna fall over any moment. The woodcutter who lives up by the waterfall used to be a great knight. I say he's not but a stubborn old man, too proud for his own good. Okay. Hello, little... Oops. Sorry about that. Hello, little kid. The party from the castle was here earlier looking for a... That's not good. You think it has something to do with this tree of mana I was talking about? Yeah. Probably. So in the Sword of Mana remake, they explained that Topple was actually the village where the mystic people who were supposed to guard the tree came from, of which Mune, my heroine, is one of the members of. Password. What does the password do? Ooh. I can get other gear if I know a password. I don't know the password though, so I'll have to look that up or something. Let's buy something. Oh, I can buy an iron helmet. Oh, I don't have enough money for that. Okay. Oh, I see. You can change the organization. But let's. Yeah. Okay. So you can see that they've gone. You can definitely see that they've gone back to sort of the old schooly style with the little sound effects and everything too. Topple sundries. Why didn't they just say topple items? Can I interest you in my where is? You can buy some keys. Keys are handy. So are antidotes, actually. Oops, that's... Oh, yeah. Yes, I will buy some antidotes. I don't like getting poisoned. Most any games, especially this one. I'm cool with the rest of that for right now. So this particular game also has certain elements from the original Final Fantasy with like poison and blind and that kind of thing. Is there anything down this well? Hello? No. It's a topple residence. It's gonna fall over. Oh, it's the Elder! High above the clouds, the tree of mana watches, ever protecting us from the evils of the world. Alright, let's get out of here. One fun little feature I'm gonna show you here. I'm gonna just save real fast. That's not the feature I was gonna show you. But yeah, if you want to, you can go into, first of all, you've got a world map, which is cute, because there's not any village. So that doesn't help me very much, but oh, you can mark important places on the world map. That is interesting. If you go into the settings, you can actually change things like the stick tracking and all that button layout. But anyway, you can change the music to the original Game Boy music. So this is the topple sound on the Game Boy. And here's the overworld theme, which is still a great song even for Game Boy. This is one of the soundtracks that shows that Game Boy actually had a really good sound system. Not sound system, you know what I mean. Its sound was quite good. It had stereo and it had a lot of channels and things. There was a lot you could do with it. Help! Someone! Anyone! So this is the boss battle music that you heard earlier when we were fighting the Game Boy version. I cannot change the music during... Oh wait, yeah. And let's change the music here. Wow, that sounds so much more grand! But considering it's just a couple mushrooms, maybe super grand is not actually all that good. Well, I want to hear the music, the next music that comes up. The rescue music. The post-rescue music. Oh no! Big battle! Battle over. Okay. She looks kind of high. Hi, how are you? We were set upon by fiends, and my guard, Hasim, was injured in the ensuing battle. Okay. Kind traveler, I am not long for this world. You must escort the lady to Wenderland into the care of Sarabogard. Hasim, seem. The light slowly fades. I said Hades. Don't know how that happened. The light slowly fades from Hasim's eyes. Hasim, you cannot leave me. Not here. Not now. Without you, I am lost. A stranger in a strange land. This is what being high sounds like, by the way. If it's Bogard you seek, I may be able to help. Truly? I'd be in your debt. I wouldn't think of leaving you alone out here, what with the duchy's minions about. My name is Masa. I am Mune. If you are injured, do not hesitate to tell me. I have spells that will ease your wound. Okay. I'll talk to you. Oh, that's not the talk to button. What's the talk to button? Is there a talk to button? That's use candy button. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, okay. So the touchscreen is up top. If you don't have the touchscreen, you can hold down L or R to get the ability to touch those things. So you can do like square to talk. Let me see to your wounds. And yeah, I've just healed twice for no reason. Hiya Hasim. Hiya Hasim. And I just accidentally pressed the circle button again. For the future, I am not going to put candy on the quick item slot because I keep accidentally using it, so that's not helpful. So basically now we gotta find Sir Booger, or Bogart, or whatever. And I guess I need to get some gold. Oh, I found a piece of candy. Good. So that I can, you know, buy things like that helmet or whatever. It's only worth 1 defense. It's probably not really worth buying, honestly. But hey, oops. Well, thanks. Okay, what's this way? Ooh, water. It's like an actual moat. Okay. What else we got going on here? Oh, ow. Oh, ow. That's not cool. The game just spawned me into an enemy in the next room. But I've attained the next level. That's true. My friend Tom here is like, should we like bury the body? Nah, that sounds like work. Fair enough. But I think if you go back into the room, you will find him magically buried. However that works. I should increase my vitality. So I'm going to do that. And I did that. Okay. Cool. I am now more vital. More vital than ever. Oh. So you can see my bar is rising just slightly faster than in the past, which is good. I guess it's mine that affects that stat? I'm not sure. So there's on my mini-map you can see there's a cave around here somewhere. I've taken a minor amount of damage, so I'm going to cheat codes and let me see to your wounds. Okay. She saw to my wounds. I have to wonder if it's like some sexual thing. You just like stop in the middle of a battlefield and like, let's see what we can do with that. Here? No? Healing. Either that or she's doing drugs. Like, stop, here's some illicit substances. Ow. These are called rabbites, and they're basically little rabbits that jump around. They're cute, but they're annoying because they jump around. And it's kind of hard to hit. Also, there's this dude, a little devil guy with darts. Dark devil. Let me see to your room. In case you're wondering, no, you do not get to keep her forever and ever. Or that would make the game a lot easier. But no. Okay, so this is a vine. Can I climb it? Ooh. Climbing that vine. Ow. Note that they can't actually attack her. Ow. More ow. Let me see your wounds. Okay. So what you need to know is that Mune's got the good stuff. So yes, I really do like this music quite a lot. And also, this is a fun, fairly easy game to play. You know, it's not like a super, you know, it has to be perfect every moment in strategy in terms of the combat. And I think that's what, ultimately that's why I never thought the Game Boy game was as good as the, sort of on a remake, which is that the actual combat is not quite as, oh, that was not quite as, what's the word I'm looking for? Refined? I mean, I can't really say that the Game Boy games Battle System is like super refined and awesome either, but as far as the actual, like, combat goes, ow. This game was very, like, imagine if someone had tried to make Zelda, like Link's Awakening style Zelda, but they did it with like a Final Fantasy style movement engine. It's kind of like making Zelda in RPG Maker, is kind of how it felt. If that makes any sense to you. Some games are designed with movement that's very precise and accurate, and you can, you know, dodge and move. And some games are designed with move, stab, move, stab. Very blocky sort of movement. Hey, look, it's a vine to Bogart's house. Does Bogart have to climb a vine every time he wants to go home? Because that's kind of sad. Bogart's cabin. Or Bogart and Bogart. Pardon me, sir, but I seek a man named Bogart. Might you know where I can find him? I might not. Doesn't mean I'm talking. Okay. Wow. Oh man, woodcutter's kind of rough. And Mune proving once again that she is high, has the ability to walk through doors. Because she's stoned out of her mind. Look at that, she's in ethereal too. And now she's jumping down that. What is she doing? This girl is on something. We should go back in and talk to the woodcutter. Door is locked. Okay, well, sure. Bogart, is he going to ask if you're okay? I'm sure that's a joke, and I'm not sure what it is, though. Well, my meter is full, so I might as well go swipe something. Just smack down. Here we go. Oh, wait, I can't see that. Oh, wait, no. Let's go up here, and up here, and smack down! Oh. Well, that's lame. So I went to do the move and I got hit and the move just canceled out. So all that waiting for the bar to fill up. Lovely. Yeah, so as you can see, replicating the Game Boy experience is not 100% a good thing. The Game Boy game isn't exactly perfect by any means. So I guess I need to go talk to someone before I talk to Bogard? I don't remember. I know Bogard is looking for Mune. Did you just attack Mune? Also, why aren't you guys dead? You should be dead. I hit you like 50 times. And now you're dead. Die, Scotty Scotty. Hey you. Oh. Okay, let me let me see to your wound. Ow. I've attained the next level. So I'm not 100% sure, but I think mine increases the little bar's speed, so I'm going to go ahead and go save here for a second and see if I can get cool with that. It does seem to be a little bit faster. I found candy. Okay, I'm going to go back to Topple, and I'm going to go buy the little armor piece that it can buy. We should have plenty of money now for that. There's a cave around here somewhere that'll get you to the next area, but you can't go to it until you talk to Bogard, because Bogard's got two of it. Interesting fact, that big town-looking thing that you see there, if I remember correctly, is the main big town that we're trying to get to next after Bogard. However, you can't get there because of this big water. Big stream in the way. Wow, cut down 3 guys with 1 blade. Something like that. Yeah, so now I'm going to... Oh, okay, there we go. So, the village of Topple. Step. Oh, okay, step is I guess where I fell off the waterfall. Topple, there. Bogard's cabin, there. Eastern cave, over there. Missed that one. Oh, I see. Make it bigger. That's handy. Okay, let's go into Topple. I'm finding all kinds of candy. These must be candy-loving monsters. Yes, they're candy-loving monsters. Hey you to the chest. Boosh! Okay, and Topple is left. The mini-map is really nice. That's something the original game definitely maybe didn't have. But, you know, Game Boy. Oh boy, is it candy? I don't know. I'm not opening it up. So one of the things that I like about this game is that they did add kind of a combo swing. It's not really a combo swing, it just looks like one if you press the button 3 times. You've got that. It should be just keep pressing the button to get that. But if you press it while pushing forward, you get the combo swing. I found more candy! Let me see your Tom asked, who the heck puts a single piece of candy in a large treasure chest out in the woods and does this repeatedly? The answer is that nobody does that. Actually, the monsters are carrying the candy in their pocket inside of a treasure chest that they've stuffed into their pocket. It's actually a portable pocket treasure chest pocket. Make what you will of that. Woman, welcome to Topple. Okay. I am thus welcome. Also, welcome to Topple. Thank you. I am very, very welcome. Topple weapons. Oops. Well, that's something. I used up my ability by not being quite close enough to the guy when I pressed X. Oh, wow. Might I interest you in my whereas? Can you sell me some rip-off software? No, let's just buy this, Iron Helm for 140? Yeah, okay. You purchased an Iron Helm. Imagine that. Greetings, why don't you just ask me that? Oh. Okay, let me ring system now. No, that's not the ring system button. Where's the ring system button? Oh, there we go. And my armor. And I can change my Iron Helm from my Bronze Helm. I didn't even realize I was wearing any armor. Other than what you see on my character. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby. I remember someone did that as like a joke. They were like, you spin me right round, baby, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. I can't remember what that was from. There was someone who did that as a band or something like that. I don't remember. Like Stephen Colbert saying it or something in Harvey Birdman. This is what it sounded like in my head. I don't remember who actually did that joke. But... So let's get out of here. Don't need any sundress items. Here's the village elder. Maybe I can talk to him. Oh. No. Okay. So what do I need to do here? I need to figure out how to talk to Bogard without him being all peace off. But, yeah. Sure do love this, oh. Okay, that was a special move too. But yeah, I sure do love this music. This remix album is just great. Maybe turn it up just a tiny bit. I'm assuming you can hear this as well as I can hear it in my headphones that I'm wearing. I have no idea if it actually sounds good or not. I'm just assuming that it does. So yes, let's see if I can make my way back to Bogard here. And then if I can, I'm going to figure out what to do, and then I'm going to go into the next cave. Because pretty soon this stream is going to have to end. Because I have only so much time, and I want to do one more stream after this. So I may... Either I'm going to do a stream after this one, or I'm going to do another stream tomorrow, because it has been over a month since I did streams, and stream show has been on kind of a long hiatus, so I want to make sure that you guys get your full share of stream show to make up for it. Die, Rabbi, you don't belong in this world. There we go. Let me see your room. Okay, turning game audio down. Apparently it was kind of loud, so I'm just going to turn it down a little bit. Thought it was high, but I guess it was... I mean, I thought it was low, but I guess it's high. I can't tell exactly. I suppose I could turn my mic up, actually. So, one of the fun facts here that I'm going to talk about, kind of a aside, is that during the sort of interim time in which I've been, doing a lot of things kind of on the side, well, not on the side, but just been really busy and stuff with work and all that, during the hiatus time, if you will, I bought several mics and a small mixing board, which I'm using to mix all of the audio now. So I've got mic input directly into that mixing board with headphones to monitor, and then I've also got the game audio going into that mixing board so that I can turn it up and down or mute it or however I want without having to use the computer and click a bunch of buttons and other things. So with this setup, it's a lot better for me. But it's a little bit difficult sometimes to tell if what I'm hearing is sounding anything like what you're hearing. Let me see to your room. Where are you? Seriously, where did you go? Let's just go inside. Okay, so now we're in Bogart's cabin. Let's talk to Bogart again and see what he says. Pardon me, sir. I seek a man named Bogart. Might you know where I can find him? I might not. Doesn't mean I'm talking. Alright, gonna say the same thing again. Okay. Yep, not talking. Whee! Spinning swords. How do you get Bogart? Maybe I can talk to her and shit. No. Okay. She's just gonna heal my wounds. So the next question is, which I'm going to ask the internet, how do you get Bogart to actually talk to you? Let's ask the internet. How do you get Bogart to talk to you? Tell me, internet. Tell me. Oh, I've missed something here, apparently. Or not. Wait. So, I'm not sure here. So, the walkthrough that I see for the Game Boy says that you just go up and talk to him. But, it doesn't appear to be working here on, this, the whole go up and talk to him thing. So, let me just check this out here. So, I'm gonna give you some fun commentary while I'm doing this. This is Adventures of Mana. It's a game. It's made by Square Enix. It was released, originally on the Vita in Japan, and also iOS and Android in Japan. And then, at the same time, it was released in America on iOS, but not on Vita. Oh, and Android. But not on Vita, and that was really annoying because Vita's clearly the best way to play this game if you're going to play it. And it made no sense, really, to me that they would not do that, because they had the translation and everything. It wasn't very difficult for them. It wouldn't be very difficult for them to do it. But they just kind of didn't want to. And they said that, well, they didn't say anything, but I believe basically it came down to, they said, well, you know, the Vita is not really all that strong in America right now. And I get that. It's not. I mean, the Vita has really fallen off in America, especially with Sony discontinuing the Vita TV. Well, no, actually, I think they haven't discontinued it in America. They've only discontinued it in Japan, which is actually odd. But, you know, the Vita is still doing fairly moderately well in Japan, but it's not doing very well in America. And partly because Sony just tanked it on their own by not really supporting it. So I guess Square said, well, it's not really worthwhile to put this on Vita, so we'll see. And, oh, okay, you gotta talk to Bogart 3 times, apparently. I've nothing to say to the likes of you, be gone. Okay, that was 2. Number 3. Did you not hear me, boy? I've nothing to say, nothing. Now leave me be. Wait, that pendant you're wearing, is that? It is the pendant of mana. Sir Bogart of the Gimmonites, it's an honor to meet you. Long has it been since I used that title. This pendant was my mother's. I've had it since I was born. Listen carefully. There was a time when the evil empire of Vandal sought to bring the world under its control. They tapped the mana which courses through this very land and used it to usher in an era of fear and violence. The Gimmonites stood against the might of the imperial armies, but our numbers were few and the power of mana was beyond imagination. We were on the brink of defeat when before us appeared a savior, a maiden who would ride at our van. Really? You had a van? It was like a minivan or something? Your Volkswagen Combi or something? And fill our hearts with courage as she guided us to victory. And upon her breast, whoa, it's our breast? Cool. Upon her breast was the self-same, whatever that means, pendant this young lady now wears. Self-same means the very same. The same as this self here, which is really weird English. I don't know who wrote this. Who wrote this script? Anyway. An ill wind blows in our realm, as forces of darkness seek to manipulate the tree of mana as did Vandal. Yet I believe that pendant may be the key to restoring peace. Journey east along the mountains, and in time you'll come to a cave. A landslide has filled the tunnel with rubble, preventing passage to the town of Wendell on the far side. With a mattock in hand, a young lad of Mouse's strength should make quick work of the rocks. In Wendell, you'll find my brother-in-arms, Sir Siba. He may remember more of the pendant and its meaning. Okay, well, I'm going to go in this other room, and I found a mattock! Should I leave his treasure just there? Nah. It's a good point. She does such a great job on her wounds. Why didn't she just heal Hasim and go her own way? World map! Okay, let's find this cave. Because the cave has different music than the rest of the world. Let's, experience that. So I've noticed that on the Vita this game does appear to have a little bit of lag from time to time. Mostly in screen transitions and things. It's a little bit jerky and that kind of thing. Okay, so the cave I need is down there. But I think the way to get to it is kind of different. How do I get to this cave? La, la, la. That's north. Can I go south and get to the cave? Oh, there we go. The cave. Eastern Cave. Wait, this is the same music as before. They don't have cave music? Okay, weapon is broadsword. Let's do that. Let's see here. Items. sure got a lot of candy. How many item slots do I have? I have 16 item slots. It'd be nice if you could, like, stack the candy. Metalk used. Okay, I'm gonna try and get through this cave here real fast. I do like the little water effects, like drippy on the ground, so you can get a little bit of a watery, puddly kind of thing from time to time. It's cool. Or something. Cave O' Rabbits. So, for some reason they decided to call this the Eastern Cave. Yay, I leveled up. In the original version it was called the Marsh Cave. It makes more sense for them to call it the Marsh Cave because you can clearly see that it is marshy. I need some strength, so I'm gonna do warrior. Oh yeah. But yeah, you can clearly see that it is very marshy. Ooh, I can break those. Whatever good that does. But yeah, I don't know why they call it the Eastern Cave. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me, honestly. Okay. Now we have Maddocked our way through. We can get ourselves to Wendell. And then we'll meet old Sibba. Although I'm probably going to stop as soon as we get to Wendell. Because I don't have time for Sibba and all that stuff. So one interesting fact about the Vita, or the Vita TV, anyway, is that, as you know, it has HDMI, right? And if you have an adapter, which I have, which is an HDMI to composite adapter, you can plug that up to a standard definition TV, and actually, surprisingly, it looks surprisingly good. Not perfect, but surprisingly good on that TV. Okay, maybe I'm wrong and the Marsh Cave is a cave after the little tiny cave. That's probably it. Can I interest you in a battle axe? Well, yes, I would like a battle axe. Oh, wow. That was most of my gold. Yeah, I'll sell you this bronze helmet. Sure! I sell a bronze helm! And then I get out of here. No, I don't want your wares. Okay. I guess the Eastern Cave probably is in the original game and I just forgot about it. So let's go ahead and save as. We're about to go to the marsh. Oh yeah, this is looking very marshy. That's the Maddock. I didn't even use that. I have to press this button and check out the other weapon. So the ring system does make it easier for me to switch weapons, which is nice. The Game Boy version of it was kind of clunky on switching weapons. So that's good. Somewhere around here is the Marsh Cave, made of marsh and marshiness. The battle axe I know can cut down certain things in the ground, like trees, stumps and things. I don't know if it does the little grass or not. I'm not sure. I believe these things can poison you, which is not good. I don't want to get poisoned, so kind of being a little bit standoffish about them. Not standoffish, just trying to stay out of the way. Okay. Oh yes, you can cut down trees. Okay, and here we are. This is, in fact, Wendell. The town of Wendell. Goodbye, trees. I didn't like you anyway. And... no, they're not magically growing back. Maybe they'll grow back if I go inside the town. Oh, no, this isn't Wendell. This is the... right. I knew that. This is Ket Manor. Vampire house. Count is taking his rest beyond and I cannot allow you to enter. However, his lordship welcomes travelers to seek respite in one of the manor's many other rooms. Do you want to like have a sleep time? Actually, I don't want to leave there because that's basically a whole dungeon, and I don't want to do a whole dungeon right now. So I'm just gonna save right outside the manor, and there we go. So basically, if you go in there, you sleep, and then you get. Basically, you find that she gets kidnapped, and so you have to go to the dungeon and try to rescue her. And in the remake, in Sword of Mana, they actually explain that the Lord of the Manor is not a bad guy. He's actually quite a good guy who's just trying to protect all the Mana women by sealing them up so that they aren't, so that they can't be, kidnapped by Dark Lord. So he's like actually, he's sort of a vampire kind of dude from the other world where the mystic people live. And yeah, he's basically, he's just trying to kidnap the women. Well, not kidnap them, he's actually sealing them away so that they can't be attacked. So he's not really a bad guy. But I think in the original version of the game, in the Game Boy version, he's just kind of a bad guy. He's kind of a generic bad guy. So anyway, that's for another day. That's a stream for another day. This is Adventures of Mana. I hope you enjoy it. Welcome, thank you back. Yes. Welcome back, and thank you to the Saturday morning stream show. You will probably have one tomorrow, so look out for that. Sorry for the long hiatus, but I'll see you again. Take care, and goodbye.